Welcome to the Windows Computer and Technology channel, and we've learned, of course, the scope of snooping that Microsoft is doing in Outlook. And of course, we know that Google does that. Most of it is for ad revenue, but there's tons of loopholes in the snooping going on that I think it's time to maybe have a little more of an idea of what exactly they are doing. One of the biggest problems when we go to a website, and a lot of us don't really think about it, is who is actually taking the data? What are they doing with it? And it's not even a thing I'm not a privacy nut. I know that we're being tracked quite a lot. I don't really care personally. What actually is a problem for me is not the tracking aspect of it, but it's what we don't know about it. The behind the scenes, I sell your data for whatever purpose. And what's worse is that all of that is done in a large scope that is bigger than what we can probably even imagine. And I will get all of these people saying, "Well, I use this for tracking prevention. I use that for tracking prevention." And my iPhone, there's a switch. It's like, stop thinking that is working. Yeah, it limits some of the tracking. It doesn't prevent it at all. At all. Anybody thinking that using that, any software, any little switch in an iPhone or Mac gets you zero tracking really doesn't understand how things work on the web and with the apps that you're using. It is still being tracked in many ways. There are so many ways of actually being tracked that it's not just, cookies and third party cookies and the apps themselves. It's bigger than that. So the I think there should be, and this is where we are today. We should have a better idea of all the tracking, and maybe we need regulation to limit the tracking. We've seen a lot of it because of the European Union that is actually attacking all of that directly. It's time to, know what big tech is doing. It's time to know what companies do with our info. What are you actually scooping up? And this is pretty good. I find that it's a great idea to have that type of looking over and saying, look, we want to know what you are actually scooping up. And that's how we learned that famous new Outlook app is scooping up so much data, and there's 700. I mean, think about it. You think about 10, 20, 30 partners maybe are looking at whatever you're doing with different apps. And then you learn, well, they have to give all of that info that, oh no, it's 770 third party, companies. And looking at, these are our partners. 770? Really? Okay. I think privacy has become a nightmare in there. And I think that it's time that we know more details about what's being scooped up and why and where is being sent. We all know the tracking's there. I mean, if you've used Google Maps, that's extremely useful. But we all know that Google Maps also tracks you and sends that tracking of your, whatever places you went to and so on. It's I get sometimes recommendations on my phone because the tracking tells me, oh, you like pizza, and by the way, there's a very well rated pizza place here. Now, when it's used in that way, I don't mind that much because, yeah, maybe I want to eat a good pizza and I will try it. It's that type of tracking is not is the problem or scares me. It's all the things they don't say, all the tracking that they don't want to talk about. And at some point, it is really, really a major issue. And, when I see somebody saying, well, you get this for free, so you have to, they have to pay themselves somehow. I don't agree with that. That's not the way it works. And they don't have to have ads in an app to pay themselves. There's so many other ways that just having you using their apps is a monetization possibility. So, I don't know. We're getting to a point where it's scary, and that snooping is out of control. And I think we need to do something about it. And I think, if users can't have that privacy they want, then maybe we do need regulation to force these big tech companies to, tell us what they do and limit what they do to a certain extent. It's not zero tracking. I don't want to have zero tracking. Like I said, I'm not a privacy nut, so it's not that much of a problem for me. What is a problem is because they're doing it without, never giving us the real full details. If you enjoy these videos, please subscribe, give us thumbs up. Thank you for watching.